Yeah.
Hi guys, how are you? My name is Alex and I'm going to talk about the history of Marvel Comics. And I will read a document that I searched from the page of Google in WikiLeaks for Marvel, and I'm going to talk about the Marvel history, the best company of one of the best companies in the world. Okay, I'm going to talk. Okay, Marvel Comics, it was founded by Martin Goodman in 1939. The location was in New York. It was founded at 387 Park Avenue South, with offices. It was currently at 40 East 10th Avenue. And the first name of Marvel Comics, it was Timely, but they had two very much names. The first name it was Circle Comics, Atlas Comics. Atlas Comics it will be used in the 50s. And the first important publication of Timely it was Marvel Comics #1 in October 1939, and also for which it received its current name, in which a superhero appeared for the first time in Marvel, the first Human Torch, and the Jane it was named the Submarine Man. Both characters became great successes for the company, starring almost instantly their own series. Another popular superhero created in those days was the patriotic Captain America. During the 50s, the company, like the entire American comic industry, fell sharply as a result of the end of World War II. In 1957, Marvel almost closed its doors due to the bankruptcy of its distributor. During the time, the company was called Atlas Comics and published stories of monsters with a light science fiction image. In the 60s, it was a good year for the old Marvel. The company tried to return to the superhero genre that had been revitalized with great success by its rival DC Comics. A few years before, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby then created the Fantastic Four, inspired by the successes of DC Comics and the histories of monsters that Atlas published. This comic was an absolute success, revitalizing the company that started a long list of the titles, the most popular of which was undoubtedly The Amazing Spider, that was created by Lee and in the 70s. It is dedicated the comic book market went into recession again. The company adapted by publishing new titles in genres such as horror or witchcraft. Marvel tried to acquire DC, but the purchase did not feel free because DC wanted to keep the rights of its most popular characters, like Superman and Batman. And the end of the 70s, the creative team formed by the scriptwriter Chris Claremont and the artist John Byrne relaunched one of the old titles of Marvel, X-Men. It was constituting the biggest success of the company during this time. At the end of the 70s, the comic began to dissolve in specialized stores. In the 80s, Marvel editor was Jim Shooter. Despite his controversial personality, Shooter knew how to handle and cure many of the errors in the procedures that happened in Marvel, including endings lost repeatedly and giving a vision of creative rebirth in the company. This revival included institutionalizing the rights of the creators, meaning with the epic prize for their owner creators matters of the year 1982, and launching a new line of brands out of unsuccessful named New Universe. To commemorate the 25th anniversary of Marvel, Shooter was responsible for introducing the company to new and comprehensive crossovers, like Contest of Champions, Secret Wars. Okay. In the 19s, the company gained significant profits in the early 19s, and the intercomic genre was booming in both the United States and Europe. However, Paramount was accused of embezzlement, and for a long time the company was in different lights, with several changes of owner and inflicting finally Isaac Perlmutter and Avi Arad to control of the company. In the 2000s, with the new millennium, Marvel Comics kept bankruptcy and again began to diversify the numbers. In 2001, Marvel left the Comic Authorization Code and established its own Marvel scale. The Comic Authorization Code, it was the classification of the adult comics and the kid comics, okay? And I don't want to talk, I will talk in that in another video, okay? The first title of this new era was X4, number 119. In October of 2001, this worked with new print formats such as Max, a dedicated line for mature readers, and Marvel Age developed for younger editions. In addition to this, there is highly successful format of Ultimate Marvel, which allowed Marvel to revitalize its titles with more solids by renewing its greatest heroes and balance them accessible to a new generation of readers. The new version is developed in a new universe that is parallel to the universe where the normal continuity of Marvel is developed, allowing the writers and illustrators freedom to redefine stories and characters of the characters. Okay, and in 19th, according to the trial documents, Marvel has used Hollywood accounting to declare that those projects did not generate benefits. Marvel Comics Entertainment, Marvel Filmographic Division, continues on the New York Stock Exchange as MBO. Some characters and stories have become franchise films. The great exponent has been the X-Men movies, started in 2000, and the Spider-Man series, started in 2000. Okay guys, I want to continue, but this is all. Okay, thanks. Yeah.